Your friendly neighborhood Master Chaos back with you once again. Thank you for tuning in, my friend. I hope this video finds you happy, healthy, and well during these trying times. Today we're going to be talking Giallo cinema, most notably Forgotten Giallos. One or two of them should have probably stayed forgotten. Of course, while we're here, we must sanitize. Huh? No? Hello? Okay, forget that. Ooh, Fast and the Furious happening over there. I'm at this mall for a very important reason. I figured I'd celebrate my Giallo video, first of many, no doubt, with a little alcoholic treat that is normally found in Giallo films. Can you guess what that alcoholic treat is? Leave a comment below before I show what it is. But if you have no idea, well then, stay tuned and remember, masks are required. Question, my friends. How many parking garages do you know have a chandelier? Not many. Down this dark and loud alleyway lies the place where we will be discussing Forgotten Gialli Vol.1 from Vinegar Syndrome. This was a subscriber gift I received. I unboxed this a while back. I don't know if you caught that. If you didn't, go back and check the unboxing playlist. We're going to unbox this sucker. I've already walked you through this box set's cover during the unboxing. But now we're going to talk about the meat of the box, and those are the movies themselves. And we're going to do it at the happiest place on earth. I did want to mention, while I have you here, about the 300 subscriber contest. If we get to 300 subscribers by August 1st, we're pretty close. 70, I think, according to the count, as far as the shooting of this video. If we get to 300 by August 1st, I will donate $20 to the charity of the choosing of one of the subscribers of my choosing, which I would be chosen at random. Anyway, let's get to the movies. There are 3 films to discuss. Finding ourselves in the wine section, I thought it'd be apropos to discuss The Police Are Blundering in the Dark, which is the only Italian film in this Forgotten Giallo collection. It is the only actual 100% Giallo because it's Italian. This is a not terrible film. It's my least favorite only because not much happens in the movie. There is a lot of nudity, which is great. Highly recommended for that. But ultimately the film is really slow and there's only like 2 deaths in the film, so it's not so much a thriller, more of a mystery. And the police are in the title, but they're not in the movie until the very, very end. So not much of a notable film right here. Probably one that should have stayed forgotten. I think I would consider myself a wino, but I don't like any white wines. I'm all about the reds. How about you guys? Yikes. That's a spicy meatball. Now that is a doozy of a bottle. We find ourselves in the whiskey section because watching the Forgotten Gialli box set put a taste in my mouth. A taste of a familiar staple of Giallo films. Can you guess what it is? I can give you a hint. It's a whiskey. And if you said J&B, you're correct. I need that. There was too much music going on in the store. You wouldn't be able to hear me, and might run into copyright issues, so decided to just grab my J&B and leave. But we still have 2 movies to get through, so Up next is probably my favorite, Trauma in Spanish. And why do I say it in Spanish? Because this movie is not a traditional giallo film. As a matter of fact, it's a Spanish film directed by Leon Klimovsky. The reason I remembered his name during the unboxing, I'm going to pause right here so you guys can take a look at that. The reason I remembered his name is because he directed a lot of films for Paul Naschy. This is a great movie, lots of nudity, about 4 kills, so not heavy on the violence, but there's 4 kills and they're spread out throughout the movie. The setup is flimsy. Writer goes to country house to work on his book and runs afoul of a murderer. And for the most part, I enjoyed it. I think the lead is a little bit of a foppish guy. Couldn't really believe that he was into girls, if you know what I mean. There's even a sort of running subplot with this little boy that feels a little homoerotic. I didn't really get what the point of that was. But for the most part, Trauma is the best one. And probably the most traditional type giallo of the bunch. Well, I mean, I guess they all share elements of gialli, but I can understand why this one was a forgotten film. It's not necessarily a stellar movie by any means of the imagination. It's a good, maybe 1-time, maybe 2-time watch. And the fact that this is the best one in the set really says a lot. Because compared to other gialli, this movie's pretty lackluster. This massive structure used to sadly be a Toys R Us, but now it is a Amazon grocery store or something like that. So it's coming 2020, but I seriously doubt that. Anyway, I figure this is the right time to talk about the final film in the Forgotten Gialli collection. The Killer is one of 13. This is your basic, and I mean basic, 10 Little Indians type story. Cat and the Canary kind of film. Whole bunch of people stuck in a house, and there's a killer among them, and they have to find the killer before it's too late. But of course, it's always too late because the killer has to kill. However, somebody forgot to mention that to the screenwriter, because this film is very slow. As a matter of fact, nobody dies for the first hour of the movie. I apologize for the wind if that's interrupting the sound, something I cannot control. I wanted to film inside the Total Wine, but they decided that they wanted to play music instead at a very loud volume. Ooh, look at that guy. He's in a hurry. Anyway, The Killer is one of 13. Really slow, methodical movie. It's almost like Gosford Park, if you guys know that film. Except, say the last 30 minutes of the movie is when it really gets juicy. And we get 6 deaths. And of course, the prerequisite surprise ending. And then it really becomes a giallo then. But for the first hour, it's a drama about couples bickering. And it could become tedious. So this is definitely the least of the 3 films. And the one that should probably have stayed forgotten the most, in my opinion. There you go, my friend. Those are the 3 films in the Forgotten Gialli box set from the fine people at Vinegar Syndrome. The films overall were not terrible. I'll be honest, I didn't hate them, but I certainly wouldn't consider them classics. And I understand why they are very much lost or forgotten about. And also technically, only one of them is a gialli, because 2 of them are Spanish. Which, funny enough, they do manage to capture the spirit and the essence of a giallo film. But by definition, gialli, I think, should only be Italian. That's, in my opinion, of course. But ultimately, if the movie's good, the movie's good. That's all that we care about. And these 3 films are mediocre at best. And that's where I stand on the Forgotten Gialli. that'll do for today, folks. If you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate if you drop me a like. Very kind of you. If you're new here, physical media exercise is a daily show. So I'll be here tomorrow. I hope I'll see you tomorrow as well. If you had the Forgotten Gialli box set, let me know down in the comments if you had a favorite or if you thought that all three of them should have stayed forgotten. Remember the 300 subscriber contest before August 1st, or by August 1st, I should say. I'll make a donation in your name to the charity of one subscriber's choice. You can even all get together and decide which one is the best charity. Until then, until tomorrow, the Master Chaos, thank you for your time. I appreciate you being here, my friend. I'll talk to you next time.